All right, so my name is Aimee Cross, and we are talking family search today. We're talking about these people that are in your tree that have made changes to your tree or that have contributed to your family tree on Family Search, and you're trying to contact them maybe because they've made a mistake or you don't understand how they came to a conclusion, or maybe they have some information and you just want to connect with them and say, hey, I'm your cousin, let's talk. But people get really frustrated because a lot of times they don't get replies. So let's talk about how to maybe encourage that. So first off, let's go to Family Search, and I want to show you a couple of things. This is my grandmother, Georgette Paston. This is the traditional window. I do want to show you right here, they have a new person page. And I am sometimes on their beta testing, so you may not be seeing this yet, but I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. It's a little bit different. They've organized things a little differently. They're just trying to make things a little bit easier for you. But let me show you the places that you can find the people in your tree and where they've been changing information. The first is at the fact itself. So if you go here to edit, you can see the changes that were made to that, and you can see the sources that were added, but you can see the last change was made in 2017 by me. All right, and if I click on this, I get a message window. Now, another way that you can find changes and the other people that are involved in your tree is that you can go to these latest changes. And you can see that, they've made a change with a volunteer project, with a 1940 census and family search and things like that. But let's say I'm down here and I see that there's this cool story about Alcatraz, which is a cool story, by the way. And I want to talk to whoever it is that submitted that. So if I click on that person, then I'm going to be seeing a message option as well as enable relationship viewing. Now I need to enable relationship viewing and they need to, but that allows me to then see how we might be related, which is kind of a cool thing. But if I go here to message, then I'm noted exactly where I was when I sent the message. I was on Georgette Paston, on the change log, But the one thing that I would add, whenever you're contacting somebody in the subject line, I put their name and then I put their Family Search ID number. Because if they are involved in a big tree, sometimes it may be hard for them to find you. They might be related to Georgette Paston as a distant cousin, whereas she's your grandmother. Anyway, I would always recommend, and the ID number is right here. It's the 7-digit number right here that goes with the individual. So you want to put their name and the ID number, and then you want to put some stuff in the message. Now, let's talk about what you might say in your message. There's a couple of things that you might want to do. So now it kind of depends on what you're asking them, right? You may want to be contacting somebody that totally has you frustrated and you want to rant at them because they have messed everything up and you're frustrated. Or maybe you want to contact that wonderful person that just put a picture up of your great-great-grandmother. So obviously it's going to kind of depend on what you're trying to say. But if you're tempted to rant, let me caution you against it because you're never going to get positive response off a rant. It's just not going to happen. And ugliness breeds ugliness, and you just don't want to go there. So what are some of the things that you can say? I always start off with appreciation for the fact that they're contributing to the tree and they're putting forth the effort, and I really appreciate it and I'm excited to chat with them. Another way that I sometimes will word something, I want to take just a quick break and let you know about some coaching that I've opened up. I've opened up both group and individual coaching, and if that is something that interests you, you can click on the link at the bottom of the video in the description, which takes you to my Patreon page. Also, if you haven't already, please click like if this video is of help to you. Thanks. Back to the video. Another way that I sometimes will word something, I'll say, I believe that so-and-so is the daughter of so-and-so because of blah, 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 blah. But I see that you've made this change, and I wondered what your reasons were for making the change because they weren't clear to me. I would sure appreciate collaborating with you and understanding this a little bit better. When you put things in this way, you're going to more likely get a response. Now, sometimes they don't have a reason for it, and they maybe did it by mistake. And that actually may be part of the reason why they're not replying to you. They may be new to genealogy, and your contact might totally intimidate them. So a lot of times with people like that, I see that they don't reply because they feel like they're out of their depth. Maybe they're even embarrassed. They don't know how to fix it, and they don't know what to do. Now, in other instances, maybe they're busy. Maybe they have a lot going on. This isn't something they want to deal with. They have a lot of people attached to them in their family search tree, and maybe they're very active and they just don't want to deal with it. Or maybe something's happened in their lives, they have some health issues or something like that. They just don't have time to deal with that. That may be a reason somebody isn't replying. So when you get frustrated when somebody's not replying, there can be some really good reasons for it. Another thing to keep in mind is sometimes people that are in the family search tree that have made changes, they've since passed away. And so they're not getting your message. So just chill out. Don't be too upset if you're not getting the responses that you want. Now, one of the other things that I would say is before you send an email like that, you want to be sure that what you think is really true. So you want to do your work and make sure that you're not just kind of flying off and it really is the truth. So do thorough research and make sure you know what you're doing. And be careful about who you merge and unmerge and the changes that you make in Family Search, because it's a global tree. It's not your tree. And it's something that we're all working together to put together and share our genealogy knowledge. But as a result, because it's a global tree, you've got to exercise a little bit more caution than you would on your own tree and make sure that you know what you're doing before you just simply make those changes. So I hope this short video has been helpful to you, that it's given you some thoughts and ideas on how to contact people that have made changes to the people that you are related to in Family Search, as well as, how to maybe get a response from them. And I'm going to continue to do some additional videos on Family Search, how to merge or unmerge somebody, how to make some changes with relationships and other changes. So be sure that you subscribe. You can click on my face below, subscribe and click that bell so that you're notified of when a new video comes up. Over here is a video that Family Search, that YouTube has thought might be of interest to you based on what you've watched in the past. So check it out. Hope you have a great day. Thanks.